13 years to the day, and BTS celebrates Festa with the official Hooligan performance video, plus a Spotify record and Busan building out tour infrastructure.
This is BTS Daily, and today's a victory lap with actual receipts. Anniversary day, brand new record, the whole thing.
I want to be precise about which numbers are genuinely new today, because we've had a week of chart superlatives stacking up.
Plus, a director credit on Hooligan I cannot stop thinking about. Let's start there.
So, the Hooligan performance video, directed by Hannah Lux Davis through London Alley. That's a name worth saying out loud.
Hannah Lux Davis. That's the tier of director Western pop's biggest acts call for their marquee videos. BTS bringing her in for an anniversary drop. That says a lot about where they sit in the music video pipeline.
And it places BTS squarely inside a Western pop video production world ARMY recognizes instantly. A deliberate creative flex on Festa Day.
And it gives us something to actually look at for the 13th anniversary, not just a chart screenshot.
Speaking of charts, here's the stat I want people to hear correctly. ARIRANG is now the first and only album to keep every single one of its songs on Spotify's global chart for 62 consecutive days.
62 days, every track. That's a record that did not exist yesterday and exists today, right on Festa.
And it's measuring something different from number one album. This is catalog depth. Every track still pulling after 2 months, not just a lead single carrying the thing.
That pretty much answers the question we kept poking at. How long can this hold? 62 days, first and only. Absurd.
Stack that next to the 8th number one on the weekly top albums global chart. And yeah, the multi-platform picture is pretty dense now.
8 number ones confirmed for the May 29 to June 4 window. The catalog just keeps compounding.
Now, Busan. After 3 days of us covering hotel price gouging and the Korea Fair Trade Commission stepping in, the city's launched an official online information hub for arriving fans.
A city government standing up a dedicated portal. They're treating this like sustained, large-scale event infrastructure, way bigger than a single concert weekend.
It's the concrete next step in the government response. We went from fans complaining, to the FTC intervening, to the city actually building something. That's a real escalation.
And it answers the demand question without adding a 5th Busan date. They're scaling around the fans they already know are coming.
So today, the era gets a real beat of joy. Records, a Hannah Lux Davis video, a city that's listening. The tour logistics threads can resume tomorrow.
13 years. Let it land. Now go watch Hooligan.
ARMY writes.
BTS's 13th anniversary celebration is officially beginning with a new performance video of Hooligan. Kickstarting with the traditional family photo, BTS has entered the Festa celebration period, presenting fans with a special performance video of the popular track from their latest full-length album, ARIRANG.
Family photo first, then the Hooligan video. That's how you know Festa's officially on. 13 years, and they still open with the group photo every single time.
That ritual gets me every year. But the name I want to underline today, Hannah Lux Davis, directed this through London Alley.
Hannah Lux Davis? That's Nicki, Ariana, Demi tier. They brought in a top Western pop video director for an anniversary performance drop.
Which tells you something about where BTS sits in that production pipeline now. A quick in-house Festa edit doesn't come with a London Alley exec producer roster. This was a real shoot.
And there's more queued. The Come Over digital release, a 613 picture disc vinyl. They're not done with us this week.
BTS Live writes.
According to Spotify's latest rankings covering May 29th to June 4th, BTS's 5th full-length album, ARIRANG, claimed number one on the platform's weekly top albums global chart. The achievement marks the group's 8th time topping the chart, setting a new record for the most number one albums on the ranking this year and surpassing previous milestones held by Bad Bunny.
8th number one on Spotify's weekly top albums global, May 29th to June 4, and that's the most chart-topping albums on that ranking this year. They went past Bad Bunny to get there.
Right, and let me separate that out, because we've been stacking a lot of superlatives this week. The 8th number 1 is the new number. It's a single-year cumulative record, separate from the 62-day streak we'll get into later. And Swim is still sitting at number 4 on the weekly Top Songs Global, 11 straight weeks with all 12 tracks charting. That's the kind of catalog depth behind the milestone, not just the lead single carrying it.
And it's not just the streaming story either. UK up 5 to number 33, Germany 11 weeks in the top 10, Australia climbing on vinyl. The physical format people are showing up too.
Judong Chan, writing in the Korea Times.
Faced with an impending influx of global K-pop music fans, Busan city government officials launched a comprehensive digital intelligence network Friday to manage crowds, streamline transit, and crack down on local price gouging ahead of a massive stadium concert by BTS. The initiative will integrate the city's official administrative systems with its primary tourism platforms ahead of the concert scheduled for June 12 and 13.
Busan stood up an actual digital command center for this. Real-time subway updates, extra trains, parking maps, the whole thing. Friday launch, concerts June 12 and 13.
And remember how this started? We spent 3 days on hotel price gouging and the Fair Trade Commission stepping in. This portal explicitly cracks down on that. The city went from fielding complaints to building infrastructure.
That's the part that gets me. They're treating tens of thousands of fans showing up as something to plan for, not just a nuisance. Heat guidelines, lockers, lost and found.
Asiad Main Stadium has buckled under big events before. That's exactly why they linked up the admin and tourism systems ahead of time instead of waiting for it to break. Quietly smart, from Samsung Mobile Press.
Seoul, Korea, June 5, 2026. Samsung Electronics Co. Limited today announced a new concert experience designed to help global audiences immerse themselves more deeply in BTS World Tour ARIRANG as part of its global partnership with HYBE. The collaboration reflects a shared belief in the power of concerts to bring artists and audiences together through emotions and unforgettable moments.
Okay, so Samsung's tying the Galaxy S26 Ultra into the Busan ARIRANG shows, capturing content live and pushing this whole stay immersed concert culture thing through the HYBE partnership.
Right, and the framing is interesting. They're pitching it as, stay present, don't film the whole show on your phone, which is a little ironic coming from the company selling you the phone.
Right? Put your phone down, but make sure it's our phone you're putting down.
Here's what I'll actually credit them on. The press release is dated June 5th, official from Samsung Electronics in Seoul. So we're not talking about a leaked render or a fan account. The deal is real, with a HYBE-level global partnership behind it rather than a one-off Busan gimmick.
And it fits with what we've been seeing all week. Busan standing up the fan info hub, the city treating this like real infrastructure. Now the corporate partners are adding the fan experience layer on top.
Rima Biswas, writing in Sportskita.
Global K-pop sensation BTS has achieved yet another milestone with their comeback album, ARIRANG. This time, the studio album has become the first and only album in music history to chart all its songs on Spotify's global chart for 62 consecutive days. This is the 6th Korean language and 10th overall studio album by the boy group, which was released on March 20, 2026.
62 days. Every single song on ARIRANG, all of them, still on Spotify's global chart for 62 days straight. First album ever to do it.
And I want to be precise here, because this is a different number than the one we hit earlier. The 8th number 1 is on the weekly top albums chart, the album as a full project sitting at the top. The 62-day stat is about catalog depth. Every track. The singles aren't carrying dead weight here. 2 months in, the deep cuts are still pulling listeners.
And it lands on Festa Day. 13 years, Hooligan drops, and the receipt for the whole era posts the same morning. The fans on X just went, "We did it!" And yeah, they kind of did.
If you like keeping your K-pop updates organized, check out Blackpink Daily Podcast. Daily Blink updates on Jennie, Lisa, Jisoo, and Rose, from solo releases to charts and comeback watch. Find it wherever you listen to podcasts. Links to every story we talked through today are waiting in the show notes. So if something caught your ear, go read it straight from the source. That's BTS Daily Podcast for today. This is a Lantern Podcast.